With their attention focused on the viewfinder, the camera team is unable to keep tabs on all the sharks around them. And that's where the behind-the-scenes dive team comes in, under the watchful eye of shark safety expert Jay Malley.
Very frequently, you will get them coming in behind you.
It's the job of Jay and his team to monitor every shark's position and communicate that to the film crew.
The number one rule is always knowing where those sharks are. So I'm underwater pointing out where these sharks are, as well as I am calling numbers out. So 4 sharks, 5 sharks, 6 sharks. I mean, I've had days when I don't have enough fingers. I got 10, 20, 23.
Sharks' sensitive snouts mean they will avoid any hard object placed in their path. Simply holding out a plastic pipe will gently redirect a curious advance. And the hard glass of a camera lens does the same trick. Understanding their behavior enabled us to safely experience close shark encounters that became the hallmark of our series.
More than any other species, you can see them looking at you in the eyes, trying to figure out what you are.
You see these sharks are swimming around in the deep, and they're not coming up viciously trying to take a bite out of Steve. They're just trying to investigate, are you food or not?
But the know-how of our experts did more than facilitate dramatic moments with sharks. It led to some powerful revelations too.
That's amazing.
Just before we finish, we're keen to explore how the whitetips will react if we ditch our scuba gear with its cumbersome tanks and noisy bubbles and enter the water as freedivers.
On the face of it, I guess, freediving is simpler than scuba diving. All you've got is your fins and the air you can keep in your body. But actually, it's kind of more complex.
When you're freediving with them, everything's kind of limited by the amount of time you can hold your breath underwater. So we really have to keep an eye on their behavior, look out for any visual cues to see if they're showing any signs of aggression, and just kind of take the lead from the sharks themselves and see if they allow us to interact with them.
But once we're in the water, I'm faced with a dilemma. A female who snagged herself on a fishing hook has been circling the team and repeatedly approaching me. Under normal circumstances, we're careful not to touch or interfere with wild animals. But with her clearly suffering from a human-made problem, I don't feel I have a choice. I move in and cut the line. This was never our original plan for the scene, but the footage would become a poignant ending to the Atlantic episode, with a powerful message.
It's such a sad sight. Every single dive we've done, we've seen sharks that have been snagged and had hooks and lines, and we've managed to cut a couple free, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's a critically endangered species. Just imagine what it would be like if, giant pandas and mountain gorillas were wandering around with this stuff trailing out of their mouths. Then I think people would start to take notice.
Intimate encounters like this one in the Bahamas help the team reveal a very different side to sharks. It's one that goes beyond the myths and, I hope, inspires people to cherish and protect the precious sharks we still have left.